Have you ever felt undermined, disrespected, or that someone's words and actions chipped away at your self-esteem? Many of us believe respect is something we earn from others, shaped by their behavior toward us. But what if true respect starts from within? According to the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy, self-respect is rooted in our own mindset, emotional control, and personal principles. When we master these, no insult or disrespect can shake us. In today's video, I'm sharing 15 transformative lessons from Stoic philosophy, principles embraced by legendary thinkers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca. These lessons won't just shield you from disrespect, they'll also help you cultivate an unshakable inner strength, deep calm, and unbreakable self-respect. Together, we'll explore how to unlock a level of mental freedom and resilience that no one can take from you. And once you master these insights, you'll radiate a confidence that demands respect without saying a word. As always, I've got a challenge for you. If you're truly committed to staying calm under pressure and becoming your best self, watch this video until the very end. Then, drop a comment below saying, "I accept the challenge," or simply, "Challenge accepted." Let's dive into the first lesson of the day, mindfulness in Stoic philosophy. Mindfulness. Mindfulness isn't just about being present in the moment, it's about cultivating a profound understanding of your mind and your life. This deeper awareness empowers you to master your emotions and avoid impulsive reactions, even when faced with insults or unexpected challenges. But here's something to consider. Is it truly the words of others that hurt you, or is it your reaction that amplifies the pain? Mindfulness invites us to see reality clearly, to discern what lies within our control and what does not, and to focus our energy on mastering ourselves. This echoes the wisdom of Stoicism and even the teachings of Jesus, who once asked, "Why do you look at the speck in your brother's eye but fail to notice the beam in your own?" It's a powerful reminder that before reacting outwardly, we should pause to reflect inwardly. The truth is, we cannot stop others from saying or doing things that might hurt us, but we can choose how we respond. Mindfulness allows us to recognize that insults are not attacks on our worth but tests of our mental resilience and inner peace. For example, when faced with criticism at work or disrespect in a relationship, mindfulness helps you maintain composure and see the situation for what it truly is. Often, insults reveal more about the person delivering them than they do about you. So, are you ready to start each day with clarity, live mindfully, and rise above emotional turbulence? Only through mindfulness can you reclaim control of your life and your inner peace. Let's move on to the next principle, clarity in perspective. Compassion. Compassion is not a weakness, it's an invisible strength rooted in a calm soul and an understanding heart. In Stoic philosophy, compassion represents our connection to the shared human experience. Marcus Aurelius once said, "All men are made one for another. Either teach them better or bear with them." This wisdom reminds us that when we understand everyone is fighting their own battles, empathy becomes second nature, and kindness flows more easily. In today's fast-paced world, compassion has the power to heal even the most fractured relationships. Picture this: a stranger bumps into you and, instead of apologizing, blames you. Your immediate reaction might be anger. But what if, instead of lashing out, you paused and asked yourself, what might they be going through? Perhaps they're dealing with silent pain, a recent loss, a crushing failure, or some unseen struggle. When we realize that everyone carries burdens, compassion becomes a tool to replace anger with understanding. A simple kind gesture, a soft word, or even a gentle smile can bring comfort to someone drowning in distress. And here's the beauty: in offering compassion, we also bring peace to ourselves. Instead of being pulled into conflict, we create space for forgiveness, healing, and reconciliation. Think about it. How often do we judge others without knowing their struggles? How many opportunities for connection have we missed because we withheld kindness due to our own biases? Compassion allows us to break that cycle and build bridges where walls once stood. Let's move to the next lesson: the strength of forgiveness. Impermanence. Impermanence is the unshakable truth of life, and within its endless ebb and flow lies the essence of existence. Every moment passes like a fleeting breeze, and the things we once believed to be unchanging can vanish in an instant. Yet, rather than fearing this transience, Stoic philosophy invites us to embrace it, for only by accepting change can we live with true freedom. Why do so many of us resist change? Perhaps it's because we cling tightly to the past or anxiously try to control the future. But the truth is, everything in life, joy, success, pain, and even loss, is temporary. Like flowers that bloom briefly before they wither, impermanence gives every moment its unique and irreplaceable value. Understanding this teaches us to savor the present rather than mourning what has passed or fearing what is yet to come. Take, for example, a successful entrepreneur who builds a thriving empire, only to see it crumble in the wake of an economic collapse. Their true strength isn't defined by the wealth they've lost but by how they adapt and rise again. As Epictetus wisely said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Impermanence, though often viewed as a source of sorrow, is also a profound teacher, reminding us that life's only constant is change itself. Instead of resisting, we can learn to see change as an opportunity for growth and transformation. While we may never control the passage of time, we can master our minds and choose how we respond to life's shifts. So, when faced with the inevitability of change, will you cower in fear, or will you stand with courage and resilience, ready to grow? Let's move on to the next principle: the power of acceptance. Humility. Humility in Stoic philosophy is not about diminishing yourself but recognizing your true place in the vast universe. It's the understanding that no matter how much we achieve, learn, or experience, our knowledge is but a drop in the ocean of the unknown. So, do we ever truly have the right to arrogance? Humility invites us to approach life with an open heart, eager to learn from everyone and every situation. Have you ever considered that challenges in your relationships or career might stem from a lack of humility? When we convince ourselves that we know it all, we shut the door to growth. Pride becomes a barrier, preventing us from gaining new insights, even from those we might underestimate. True humility allows us to listen, to learn, and to evolve. Take a moment to think about some of the most successful individuals in the modern world: visionary leaders, brilliant entrepreneurs, or groundbreaking scientists. What sets them apart? It's not just their achievements but their commitment to lifelong learning and their humility in the face of what they have yet to discover. For example, Bill Gates, one of the wealthiest and most influential figures, often credits his success to his willingness to learn constantly and his recognition of the vastness of what he doesn't know. Humility also softens the sting of failure. When we accept our limitations and see mistakes as opportunities for growth, we are less consumed by ego and less fearful of judgment. Instead, we can reflect on our setbacks and appreciate the lessons they've taught us. In Stoic philosophy, humility acts as a spiritual compass, guiding us toward genuine growth and resilience. So, can you embrace humility, not as a sign of weakness but as a powerful tool for self-improvement? Let's continue to the next lesson, the strength of vulnerability. Right speech. Wisdom, the power of right speech. We were given 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, to listen more and speak less. Epictetus, a revered Stoic philosopher, reminds us of this in a world where words often flow faster than thoughts. In today's age of instant communication, Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of right speech, speaking truthfully, but always with kindness, respect, and awareness of the potential impact of our words. Have you ever stopped to consider the consequences of words spoken in anger? A single careless remark, even unintentional, can cut deeper than we imagine, leaving wounds that may never fully heal. For the Stoics, mastering our words begins with mastering our thoughts, because our speech reflects the state of our mind. When our thoughts are uncontrolled, impulsive words and actions inevitably follow. Take the example of Abraham Lincoln, one of history's most celebrated leaders. In the midst of political turmoil, Lincoln was known for his calm temperament and his deliberate choice of words. Even when faced with fierce opposition, he refrained from attacks, opting instead for respectful dialogue and reconciliation. His thoughtful approach not only diffused conflict but also strengthened unity in the most divided of times. Words, when used wisely, hold incredible power, not only to prevent harm but also to heal, to inspire, and to create harmony. Choosing words carefully allows us to navigate life with reflection and calm, rather than being swept away by impulsive emotions. So, the question remains, can you transform someone's life, or your own, simply by committing to thoughtful, kind, and intentional speech? Let's move on to the next virtue, patience, the art of enduring with grace. Patience. Patience, the key to inner peace. In Stoic philosophy, patience isn't simply the act of waiting, it's the strength to face life's challenges with calmness and composure. True patience shines not in moments of ease, but in how we handle adversity. When life doesn't go as planned, do you find yourself growing restless or frustrated? What if, instead of resisting difficulties, you embrace them with a calm and persevering spirit? Could this shift in perspective lead you to peace and even success in the face of hardship? Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Whatever happens to you has been waiting to happen since the beginning of time." This timeless wisdom teaches us that challenges are not anomalies, they are part of life's natural flow. Consider the patience of a ceramic artist. To create a flawless piece, they must endure failures and setbacks. In the same way, patience reminds us that progress takes time, and every obstacle offers a chance to learn and grow. Think about the moments in your own life, like waiting for the outcome of an important decision. Instead of letting anxiety consume you, what if you use that time to develop yourself? Every waiting period can become an opportunity to cultivate self-discipline, resilience, and inner calm. Patience is like a guiding light through the stormiest times, allowing us to endure adversity without breaking. When we make it our companion, it brings a steady strength and lasting peace to our lives. So, will you choose to let patience transform your challenges into moments of growth? Let's move on to the next principle, resilience, the art of bouncing back. Gratitude. Gratitude, the foundation of inner peace. In Stoic philosophy, gratitude lies at the core of a peaceful and fulfilling life. By appreciating life's small blessings, we not only find joy in the present moment but also develop the resilience to accept change with a calm and steady mind. Ask yourself, how often do you overlook the simple yet invaluable things in daily life? A warm meal, a deep breath of fresh air, or the gift of good health. These may seem insignificant, but they form the true bedrock of happiness. It's easy to fall into the trap of yearning for what we don't have, forgetting to cherish what we already do. Consider the story of someone who survived a life-threatening accident. After their ordeal, they no longer took simple pleasures, like walking or gazing at a clear blue sky, for granted. Rediscovering these everyday moments made them realize that life's seemingly small joys are its most profound treasures. Gratitude helped them redefine what truly matters, allowing them to live with genuine peace and contentment. For the Stoics, gratitude extends beyond thanking life for its blessings. It also means embracing challenges with an open heart, understanding that even hardships offer lessons and opportunities for growth. Have you ever considered reframing tough times not as curses but as gifts in disguise? By doing so, you transform struggles into stepping stones toward wisdom and strength. Living with gratitude doesn't require a perfect life, it simply requires a mindful one. Recognizing the beauty of the present, the lessons of the past, and the promise of the future can fill even the simplest moments with meaning. We want to take a moment to express our gratitude to you for making it this far. Your commitment to this journey of growth is inspiring, and we're excited to explore the next 8 principles with you. Let's dive deeper into principle number 8, the power of reflection. Forgiveness. Forgiveness, the freedom to let go. Forgiveness, one of the most profound yet challenging principles of Stoic philosophy, is less about excusing others and more about liberating ourselves. It is the act of releasing our hearts and minds from the chains of anger, resentment, and suffering. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, wisely advised, begin each day by telling yourself, today, I shall meet with ingratitude, insolence, disloyalty, ill will, and selfishness. He reminds us that these challenges are inevitable, but we hold the power to choose how we respond. Forgiveness doesn't mean we accept wrongdoing, rather, it is about unburdening ourselves from the corrosive effects of hatred. Consider the ultimate example of forgiveness in the life of Jesus Christ. Even in his moments of profound suffering, he prayed, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." This extraordinary act of compassion is a powerful reminder that forgiveness is not a weakness but a strength. If Christ could forgive in such circumstances, can we, as ordinary individuals, rise to this challenge in our everyday lives? Holding on to resentment rarely improves our situation. Instead, it weighs us down, clouds our judgment, and steals our peace. Think back to a time when you clung to anger. Did it make you stronger, or did it drain you further? Forgiveness is not just about setting others free, it is a path to personal liberation. It restores our inner balance and clears the way for peace to re-enter our lives. Forgiveness doesn't condone injustice, it simply removes its power to control us. It is the ultimate expression of emotional strength, an acknowledgement that we refuse to let bitterness dictate our future. As the Stoics teach, the richest person is not the one who has the most, but the one who needs the least. In letting go of resentment, we find true wealth in our freedom and peace of mind. Let's move forward to principle number 9, simplicity, the art of needing less. Contentment. Contentment, the art of finding peace in the present. Have you ever wondered why so many people, despite having more than enough, continue to crave more? Contentment, as taught in Stoic philosophy, is not about giving up or settling for less, it is the profound art of accepting and valuing what we already have. True happiness, the Stoics remind us, doesn't come from chasing wealth, fame, or power, but from appreciating life's simple, ordinary blessings. Pause for a moment and reflect on your own life. How often do you get caught in the endless cycle of comparison or envy? Society encourages us to chase luxuries and milestones, but how much of that truly brings us peace? Contentment emerges when we understand that nothing in life is permanent and that learning to cherish the present moment is the key to lasting tranquility. Stoicism doesn't discourage ambition or dreams, it simply shifts the focus to what truly matters. It's a reminder that if we cultivate a mindset of sufficiency, we can free ourselves from the constant pull of desire and comparison. Our souls remain unshaken, unaffected by circumstances beyond our control. Consider the people in your life who live simply yet radiate genuine happiness. What makes their lives meaningful? Is it the abundance of material wealth, or is it their ability to embrace the beauty of small, everyday moments? The lesson of contentment teaches us that life's richness doesn't come from external acquisitions but from internal peace. So, how will you choose to perceive your life today? Will you chase endlessly, or will you pause to find joy in what's already within your grasp? Share your thoughts, experiences, and stories in the comments below as we transition to principle number 10. The strength in simplicity. Generosity. Generosity, the soul's true wealth. Generosity, a cherished virtue in Stoic philosophy, is valued not just because it benefits others, but because it nourishes and strengthens our own souls. In the Stoic worldview, generosity transcends the act of simply sharing material wealth. It is, at its heart, the willingness to give without expecting anything in return. Take a moment to ask yourself, have you ever given something freely, without any thought of getting something back? How did that act make you feel? Lighter? Freer? That's the essence of Stoic generosity. When we give selflessly, we free ourselves from the weight of selfishness and the endless pursuit of material gain. We create deeper, more authentic connections with those around us. Generosity doesn't always have to be material. It can be the gift of your time, knowledge, or even simply offering a listening ear and an understanding heart to someone in need. In the modern world, we see examples of individuals who embody this virtue, successful people who donate large portions of their wealth to causes they believe in, or teachers who volunteer their time to educate children in underserved communities. These acts not only bring about positive change for others, but they also provide a deep sense of purpose and fulfillment to the givers themselves. True generosity, when practiced with sincerity, leads to spiritual freedom. It teaches us that real wealth is not measured by how much we accumulate, but by how we use what we have to make the world better. Generosity invites us to reflect on what we can contribute, and to embrace the idea that our purpose is intertwined with the well-being of others. So, are you ready to live more generously, to give without expecting, and to discover the profound joy that comes from enriching both your life and the lives of others? Let's move on to principle number 11, the power of reflection as we continue on this transformative journey. Equanimity. Serenity, the calm in life's storms. In life, we all face challenges and adversities that can feel overwhelming, like an unstoppable wave of chaos and despair. But what if, instead of being consumed by these struggles, you could stand firm, anchored by a calm heart, untouched by even the worst of circumstances? Serenity isn't a gift bestowed by the universe, it's an inner strength that we all have the potential to cultivate. It serves as a shield for the soul, protecting us from emotional storms, and is the true path to spiritual freedom. Have you truly understood and embraced this way of life? Think back to a moment when you faced a situation that felt completely out of your control, perhaps a career setback, the end of a meaningful relationship, or the weight of everyday struggles. Our natural reaction is often panic, anxiety, or anger. But what if we could step back, breathe deeply, and remain calm, observing the situation from a place of clarity? Could we find a more rational and enlightened way forward? A powerful example of serenity in action can be seen in the life of Nelson Mandela. After enduring 27 years of imprisonment, he emerged not with bitterness, but as a symbol of peace, forgiveness, and unwavering calmness. Serenity is not about avoiding reality, it's about confronting it with steadfastness, strength, and composure. It's the ability to remain unshaken, no matter what life throws at us. Imagine how your life might change if you could maintain serenity, no matter the circumstances. What if you could step back, observe, and respond with calmness instead of reacting impulsively? Serenity is the key to navigating through any storm, helping us stay grounded when everything around us seems to be falling apart. As we move forward, let's dive deeper into principle number 12, the power of mindfulness, the practice that enhances our ability to remain serene in the face of life's challenges. Mindful consumption. In a world bombarded with material temptations and endless desires, Stoicism offers a powerful reminder: mindful consumption is not just about controlling how we use resources, but also about how we nourish our soul. Do we truly need luxurious items and expensive conveniences, or are we simply being swept along by the societal whirlpool of more is better? Marcus Aurelius once wisely said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." This insight challenges us to rethink consumption, not only of material goods but also of the thoughts, emotions, and ideas we take in daily. What are we feeding our minds and hearts? Are the things we consume truly bringing us peace, or are they simply contributing to the anxiety of chasing after the unnecessary? In modern society, we are constantly encouraged to consume unconsciously, from impulse shopping to the endless stream of information and entertainment on social media. But do we really need all of it? Are these distractions weighing down our minds and spirits? Stoic philosophy teaches us that true happiness and freedom come from within, not from external things. Take Steve Jobs, for example. He embraced a minimalist lifestyle, avoiding unnecessary distractions to focus on his core mission. His conscious consumption allowed him to concentrate on what truly mattered in his life, his work and the values he held dear. Have you ever wondered how much lighter and freer your life could become if you consumed more consciously? From the food you eat to the time you spend, and even the clothes you wear, everything we consume has the potential to either nourish or deplete us. Mindful consumption isn't just about controlling our behavior, it's about choosing the right path for both our minds and our souls. What if we could free ourselves from the constant barrage of distractions and focus on what truly serves our well-being? Let's now move on to principle number 13, the power of kindness, exploring how small acts of kindness can lead to profound inner peace and connection. Kindness. The transformative power of kindness. A small kind gesture can change someone's life. Sometimes, all it takes is a smile or a simple act of help to ease the silent suffering someone may be enduring. Stoic philosophy teaches us that kindness is not just about how we treat others, but also how we treat ourselves. When we are kind, we cultivate a peaceful soul, free from the weight of selfishness and calculation. Consider the example of Mother Teresa, who dedicated her life to caring for the poor and the sick, asking for nothing in return. While not everyone can live to such an extreme, the simple act of practicing kindness in everyday moments can still create profound change. Think about it. What would the world look like if kindness became a habit for everyone? It would undoubtedly become a better place. So, where can you begin? Look around you. Who might need your help today? What can you give without expecting anything in return? Whether it's a word of encouragement, a helping hand, or simply listening to someone who needs it, these small acts can ripple out and make a world of difference. Kindness is the foundation of becoming a better version of ourselves, not just in the eyes of others, but in our own self-reflection. After exploring the power of kindness, we now turn to another equally powerful tool, compassion. Compassion is not a sign of weakness but the strength to rise above our own desires, to understand the pain of others, and to respond with genuine empathy. Let's dive deeper into the incredible power of compassion in the next section. Stay tuned for principle number 14. Self-compassion. The power of compassion. In Stoic philosophy, compassion is not simply about feeling sympathy for others, but about deeply understanding human nature. There's a powerful saying that resonates with this idea: everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about. Be kind. How often do we encounter someone who acts rudely or hurts us without clear reason? Our natural reaction might be anger, frustration, or resentment. But what if we paused and asked ourselves, what might have caused them to act this way? Could they be dealing with struggles, pain, or challenges that are invisible to us? Stoicism encourages us to respond to cruelty with understanding and forgiveness, rather than retaliation. Compassion is the key to freeing ourselves from judgment and rising to a higher moral ground. Think of figures like Mahatma Gandhi or the Dalai Lama, who, despite facing immense hardships, demonstrated compassion and love for all people, even for those who wronged them. This is the highest form of compassion that Stoic philosophy aspires to, loving not just those who are easy to love, but also those who have lost their way. Ask yourself, if we could face every injustice with compassion, how would our lives transform? Compassion doesn't just ease the suffering of others, it also brings true peace and happiness to ourselves. As we conclude the exploration of Stoic principles, remember, compassion is not just a virtue we extend outwardly, but one we must first nurture within. It is the path to inner peace and harmony. Now, let's dive into our final principle, inner strength, the foundation of resilience and true freedom. Inner peace. Inner peace is a state that everyone desires but often finds elusive. In Stoic philosophy, inner peace does not come from avoiding adversity or seeking external perfection, but from the ability to accept reality and control our reactions. It is our mindset and attitude toward life, rather than what happens around us, that determines the level of tranquility in our soul. Inner peace can be found in the simplest moments of everyday life, even when faced with pressure and stress. Imagine waking up one morning, preparing to go to work, and encountering a traffic jam. Horns blaring, delays piling up, and frustration mounting. This is a situation almost everyone has experienced. So, how will you react? Most of us easily feel stressed, irritated, or even angry, thinking that this situation is beyond our control. But if you pause, take a deep breath, and remind yourself that worrying about the traffic won't change the situation, you can maintain your calm. You might decide to enjoy a favorite song on the radio or use this time to reflect on something positive. This shift in thought and attitude allows you to find peace amidst chaos. Ask yourself, if today, I stop demanding everything to be perfect and just focus on controlling my thoughts, will I feel lighter? Inner peace is not distant. It is within your grasp, starting with a change in how you perceive life. When you truly understand and apply the 15 lessons from Stoicism, mindfulness, compassion, impermanence, humility, right speech, patience, gratitude, forgiveness, contentment, generosity, equanimity, mindful consumption, kindness, self-compassion, and inner peace, you can cultivate a life that is calm, resilient, and deeply fulfilling. By embracing these teachings, you unlock the power to live with greater clarity, purpose, and serenity. Conclusion. In life, you'll encounter situations that may make you feel judged or disrespected, but the most important thing is how you react. Through practicing Stoic principles, you can develop a steadfast, strong, and self-controlled spirit, something no one can break. At that point, respect will not only come from others but, more importantly, you will learn to respect yourself. Walk with confidence, knowing that no one can disrespect you unless you allow it. The journey to earning respect isn't a distant goal, it begins today with how you treat yourself and the world around you. Your peace and self-respect are invaluable, and all you need to do is choose to control yourself. Everything else will naturally fall into place and improve for the better. If you enjoyed the video, please comment with a 1, and if you didn't, comment with a 0, so we can continue to improve our content and make it even better. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss the next videos on Stoic living and personal growth.